A man was taking his girlfriend Mary out for some KFC, but suddenly closed his eyes while driving. At first, Mary found this a bit thrilling until a tractor came barreling towards them. She screamed at her boyfriend to open his eyes, but instead of listening, he floored the gas pedal. As the tractor drew nearer, Mary shrieked in terror. The car sped into an open area, and Mary angrily got out. To appease her, the boyfriend pulled out a box of black candies, rumored to bring pure happiness to those who eat them. The boyfriend, Mike, boiled the candies into a liquid and dripped it into Mary's eyes, as well as putting a few drops in his own. Little did they know, this action would lead to their demise. Mary's parents were overcome with grief and furiously accused Mike of causing their daughter's death. To ensure Mary wouldn't be alone, they buried the couple in the same grave. However, in the dead of night, a pounding noise emanated from Mary's tomb. The stone slab was pushed open, and Mary crawled out from the ground. She picked up a photograph lying nearby, recognizing it as herself when she was alive. Mary stared at her hands in horror, noticing they were covered in grime. Hunger drove Mary to leave the cemetery and return home. She rummaged through the fridge in search of food, but quickly vomited after eating, realizing she could no longer consume normal food. To make matters worse, when she lifted her shirt, she discovered the filth on her body was worsening. Mary rushed to the bathroom, desperately trying to wash off the grime, but to no avail. She looked in the mirror and saw that her eyes had turned a frightening black color, indicating her body was gradually decaying. At that moment, her mother, awakened by the noise, hurried downstairs to investigate. Upon seeing Mary standing there, her mother reached out to touch her, only to find her body was ice cold. Mary finally realized she had died and fled in terror. Donning sunglasses to avoid drawing attention, she stumbled into a bar. Under the dim lighting, no one noticed her unusual appearance. Soon, a man approached and invited Mary to KFC without hesitation. Mary, feeling ravenous, left the bar with him, and they drove to the outskirts of town. Unbeknownst to Mary, the man was a pervert who intended to take advantage of her. Mary decided to stop pretending. She fixed her gaze on the man's neck, while he remained oblivious to the fact that he would become Mary's next meal. Later that night, Mary went to the rental apartment she had shared with her boyfriend, planning to change clothes. However, she had caught the attention of a mysterious organization. Just as she finished changing, she heard someone entering the apartment. It turned out the landlord had learned of Mary's death and decided to re-rent the place. The previous man hadn't satisfied Mary's hunger, and faced with this unscrupulous landlord, Mary once again unleashed her animalistic nature.